will get started in just a minute or two. We will get started in just a moment or two. If you did not get a program when you came in, we tried to make a few more copies. We have them by the door if you wanted to step out and get a program real quick. We'll wait 1 or 2 minutes if you would like to do that. Welcome. Your applause and your cheers. We are running 7 wireless microphones on different frequencies in the show, so please take a moment to turn your phones to airplane mode so it doesn't interrupt our microphone use on stage. We want to thank the families of the cast and crew and the staff here at Etna Elementary, especially our custodian, Mr. Josh Flood, our front office secretaries, Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Anderson, and our principal, Mr. Salty. Thank you to Mark Luthi for his assistance with props and errands, and to Lance and Cecily Crook with the Cabin Creek Inn in Thane, who loaned us the laundry cart that you will see in scene 1. Thank you for coming, and we hope you enjoy the show.
anybody get any sleep around here? Mama! Mommy! I said shut your trap, Molly. Aw, stop shoving the poor kid. She ain't doing nothing to you. She keeping me awake, ain't she? No, you're keeping us awake. You want to make something out of it? How about I make a pancake out of you? Oh my goodness, they're fighting and I'm gonna get no sleep tonight. Oh my goodness. Pipe down, all of you. Go back to sleep. It's all right, Molly. Annie's here. It was my mom and Annie. We was down on the ferry boat, and she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And then I couldn't find her no more. Flo, it was only a dream, honey. Now you gotta go back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock. Annie, bring me your note. Again, please. Sure, Molly. Here it comes again. Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie. She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon. We have left half of a silver locket and kept the other half. So that when we come back for her, you'll know that she's our baby. All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside of your mouth or out? Gee, I dream about having a mother and father again. You're lucky. You really got them. I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden by a hill. running away. Oh my goodness! My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them. Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you and give you the paddle. I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm ready. Wish me luck. Good luck, Annie. So long, dumbbell. Good luck. Aha! Caught you. Get up! Get up! Yes, Miss Hannigan. Turn around. I said turn around. Now, what do you say? What do you say? I love you, Miss Hannigan. Run, orphan. I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left a note that they loved me and they were coming back for me. That was 1922. It's 1933. Get up! Now for this one, shenanigans, you'll all get down on your knobby knees and scrub this stuff until it sounds like the top of the Chrysler building. But it's 4 in the morning. Get to work. Like any kid who wants to be an orphan, I will never know. Star not fly for us. It's hard not fly for us. Don't need to treat it. That kisses me. That kiss. It's hard not fly. Got a folks to speak. It's hard not fly. Cotton blankets. Empty bellies. It's hard not fly. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling? On brother's howling. Easier than putting up a fight. No one's there when you're breathing or you're No one cares if you've got a rescue street. Someone's running away. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? What's it? Here's our gift, a snake. Like a snake. Run at the top of the Chrysler building. Get to work! Rip and back! I said get to work! Good morning, children. Good morning, Miss Hannigan. Well, I love you, Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan. You? What are you doing in there? Nothing. Get out. Your days are numbered. All right. Breakfast. Hot much? Yeah. No, not hot much. Yay! Cold much. Now line up. Laundry, man.
Smarts, whether you need them or not. How's the prettiest gal on South 14th Street doing?
Well, get out of here about laundry.
So long, gorgeous, and Merry Christmas.
Annie, you call this place clean? This is a dump. Annie? Annie? Annie ain't here! What do you mean Annie ain't here? She just left with Mr. Marbles in the laundry cart. What? Please! Bad friends! But we're gonna have to pay. Gonna get our licenses. Gonna get our medicals back. Apples, apples, 2 for a nickel. Apples, apples, 2 for a nickel. Excuse me, ma'am, but could you donate an apple to the orphans picnic? Why not? Nobody's buying them anyway. Gee, thanks, lady. Say, kid, when is the orphans picnic? As soon as I take a bite. You seen any stray mutts around here? No, sir. Good, they must all be running wild over to Astor Place. Hey, there's what it is again. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry, I ain't gonna mess with you or me. Everything's gonna be fine. For the both of us. If not today, well... The sun come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. The day that's gray and lonely, I just take up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow. I love you. You're always a day away. Yes, officer? A stray? Oh, no, officer. She's my dog. Her name? Her name is Sandy. Right. That's it. I call her Sandy because I'm a nice Sandy color.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, officer. Thank you so much, officer. Poor thing, and out there in that freezing cold weather with nothing but that thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. You, the next time you walk out that door like 1937, well, are you glad to be back?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! What's the one thing I always taught you never to do? Never tell a lie!
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah.
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite orphans to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
What type of orphan are you thinking?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent. Mississippi, capital M-I-S-S-I-V-I. Mississippi, and cheerful.
You shut up. Now, what height?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers redheads.
11? Redhead? Sorry, but we don't carry any orphans like that here.
What about this child right here?
Oh, Annie? No, you don't want Annie!
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house? I would love to!
You can have any orphan here except for Annie.
Well, perhaps I should call the Board of Orphans and...
It's Annie you want, it's Annie you got.
It's Annie I want. If you'll get her coat, I'll take her along right now.
She don't have no coat.
Then we'll buy her one. Oh boy! Come on, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is outside. I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake. Everyone. Good afternoon, Miss. Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, we are expecting him any minute now.
We really live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Could we have...
This is Annie. She'll be staying with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone. Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back? Of course, dear. Now, what do you want to do first? The floor. I'll scrub them first. Then I'll get to the windows. Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you are going to have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes. Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Greer. Annette comes in to make your bed. I think I'm gonna like it here. When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Greer comes to take it away. No need to pick up any toys. That's okay, I haven't got any anyway. No finger will you lift, my dear. We have a one request. Please put us to the test. I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a tomb where I sit and freeze. Let me now, holy cow, could someone itch me please? Ouch, she didn't need it. We've never had a little girl. I'm very glad to volunteer. We hope you understand the wishes of I know I'm gonna like it here. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home. Sir? How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad, only took 11 hours. Grace?
Yes, sir.
Messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
Alright, it's good to see you all, everybody.
Sir?
Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who is that?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks, the orphan who will be staying with us for Christmas.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir. You just said orphans, so I chose a girl.
I suppose she'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warbucks, sir. I haven't got any last name. I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
Not at all. Couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll start from the figures on the iron orange shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
Well, Annie, we ought to do something here on your first night. Would you like to go to a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy. Then an ice cream stand at Rumpelmeyer's. Then a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly.
Grace, forget about the dictations for tonight. Instead, you'll take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Ah, gee. Something the matter, Annie?
It's just that I thought you were going to take me.
Oh no, I'll be far too busy tonight.
Ah, gee.
Now, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks. And when a man is running a multi-billion...
Oh, sure. That's okay. I understand, Mr. Warbucks.
Great, Drake. Get our codes.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Which car will you be watching, sir?
The douche room. No, wait. This child has been cooped up in an orphanage. We will walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Smell those bus fumes. There's nowhere like the air of New York City. Come on, you slowpokes, before the prices change.
NYC, the shimmer of Times Square, the beats, the drive. The arcade, it blinks, it tilts, it rings. I've lived here all of my life and never seen these things.
Oh, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah, what's the matter? Warbucks and already.
On the contrary. Miss Hannigan, this has to be signed and sent back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Well, Mr. Warbucks is still taken with Annie, that he wants to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a billionaire.
Excuse me one moment. Have any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oops, pardon me, Missy. Hi, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster, they let you out of prison? What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why do you say that?
Because your sis swindled him out of $1,100.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from
Georgia City.
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So, who's the Missy I bumped into when I come in? But she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Warbucks.
See? All of the Warbucks.
And the orphans here is being adopted by him.
I'm the orphan.
Yeah, living in the lap of luxury while the two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets Warbucks, the little brats.
It ain't fair in this here life, they're driving peanuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fast.
Maybe she
So getting more bucks.
Instead of less, maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Give you one guess. Yes! Easy street. Easy street. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yeah. Easy Yes. Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I am asking you to do something. All right, we'll talk about it later on Friday. Listen, Mr. President. Why don't we bury the hatchet and you come for supper and bring Mrs. Roosevelt here for Christmas dinner? Well, wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
Package from Tiffany's?
Arrived this morning.
All right, I'm going to give it to her and tell her that I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Send her down, please.
Yes, sir.
to a very poor family, and they died before I was 10. And so I made a promise to myself. One way or another, I would become rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
But lately I've realized something. No matter how much money you have, if you have no one to share your life with, if you're all alone, then you might as well be broke. I was at Tiffany's yesterday, and I got this today.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks.
Oh,
Gee!
it's a silver locket, Eddie. I noticed that old broken one you always wear, so I said to myself, hey, I'm gonna buy that kid a nice new locket. Here, we'll just take this one.
No, I don't want a new one!
Annie, what's wrong?
Just broke it. My mom and dad left it when they left me at the orphanage. And no, too. I know I'm real lucky being with you for Christmas. But the one thing I want in the world is to find my mother and father and just like other kids. What's my own?
It'll be alright. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you, Mary.
Mr. Warbucks would find your mother and father if he has to put everyone in his organization on the job. If he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House. Annie, give me your light.
But, Mr.
I
Warbucks,
understand. But it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace it and find out who bought it.
okay, and maybe he doesn't have my notes.
You watch, Annie. You might find your parents in a couple of days.
Really?
Really?
Oh boy, I better write a letter to the kids about this. And pretty soon, everyone will know I'm looking for my folks. Because we're gonna go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you listen, okay? So maybe now this Christmas, the last one of its kind. Won't you please get your baby? So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby, maybe. Thank you, Benny. You're welcome to Martha's favorite radio program, The Oxygen Hour Smile.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here. Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast, nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000. To any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents. Wow.
So Annie's parents, if you're listening in, how's all the Warbucks care of this city? Thank you.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Now I see by the old clock on the wall and another one gone by back in the Mason City Orphanage. Yes, this is your old clock and Mrs. Healy Floyd Burt. And until next week, same time, same station, good night.
Yeah, I heard. Next thing you know, she'll be in the movie. Now, get to bed. All of you. Now. $50,000. What I couldn't do with $50,000. Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage? Yeah. What do you want?
Would you want to 11 years ago?
Yeah. Well, we had terrible troubles back then and had to leave a baby right here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parent? Boy, I can't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again? A little farm up in Canada where they got lots of ducks, geese. Rooster, I never would have known it was you in 100 years. Fool Jackie, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
We need your help, sis, on information about Annie that can help us pull this thing off. What's in it for me? 3 ways to bet. Half. Fine. 25 grand each, but we gotta get the money, get the kid, and get out of town. Because the problem, what do we do when we're done? No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. We get the money, we get the kid. We get the money, we get the kid, we blow this crummy down. Then Lil and Neil meet each other. Where? Oh, right! Easy street. Easy
Well, Miss Harrell, I'm sorry, Annie. I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents, but they were all liars and fakes.
Oh, gee. Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry. I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Ah, filing.
Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer in Utica, New York.
Yay! Oh, boy.
And over 9,000 remain sold.
Oh, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing Annie through the tracing your rocket. I'm sorry.
Oh, gee.
Grace,
Yes, sir.
do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, it's not just going to be an adoption, it's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world that you would like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and well, everybody here.
Drake! Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be the guests at Annie's adoption party.
Oh, and the kids.
It'll be far past their bedtime by now, but tell you what, we'll have everyone at the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're tied in a knot, they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was quite awful. You can say that again. Yesterday was quite awful, but that's not now. That's then. My father's a mouse. I'm rich and Midas, but nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything Excuse us, folks. Surely, look, there's our Annie. Who are you? Ralph
is a name, Ralph. Oh, Mudge is a name, Ralph Mudge. And here's the wife's shirt. Annie Mudge?
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind. We've seen a great number.
I expected we wanted proof of who we are. Here's our driver's licenses and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th, that's my birthday!
Oh, look, Ralph, Annie's wearing the locket.
When we left Annie, we left her with half a silver locket. Yep, fits perfectly.
Oh, thank goodness, Ralph, she lost Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want that money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that little pig farm up in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie upright in the country.
Mr. Mudge, would you be okay if Annie stayed here till tomorrow morning, Christmas? Then you can pick up Annie and the check.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie, love.
Until tomorrow morning, then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, Missy. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is
Wonderful news.
Drake. Champagne. We must celebrate because we've just heard the most wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before, and that he's not who he says he is.
Then I'll give up till we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States. Even if he's a Democrat. Mr. Warbucks? You're a birdie too. I've been coming and going. Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt was here? Really? Mr. President. Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt. Merry Christmas, Annie. Long time. Early this morning, I got
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But
Annie.
Annie, your mother called us. Oh.
you mean I'm an orphan after all?
Annie, are you okay?
Yes, because I know they loved me and they would have come for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Hi, kids!
Ah, Miss Hannigan. I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I know you anywhere.
Let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell, and this is the President of the whole United States. And this is my butler drink.
Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us.
Now it all fits together.
Good morning. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas!
Well, we don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just want to pick up Annie. And the check.
Ah, yes, of course, the check. Here it is, $50,000 certified.
$50,000. Certified. To pay the order of the jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
And I believe you'll find that this woman is their accomplice.
What? I haven't seen these people till yesterday.
Oh, come off it, Aggie.
Annie! Annie! Annie, tell them how nice I was to you. Tell them how well, kind, and amazingly I treated you all those years.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me. Never tell a lie. Brat! Miss Hannigan is gone for good. And you won't have to work anymore.
Yes, for you and your asshole. This person is going to be doing a wonderful a new deal. Hey, I don't like a new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal.
microphone dying on us, so I'm going to present it as good as I can. If Lucy, stand up so they can see who you are. You were up there, you guys know it. One stand, Molly Turtle, keep back here. The hours, the anguish, the worry, the work that goes into a production like this, and she handles it like a pro. Give her a big Thank you so much. We can't do this without you. We love you and have a great, safe life. Thank you so much.